G'day and welcome to another Redcliffe Marketing News update. There's a really good article over at Smart Companies, a blog at the moment, talking about how to harden your business against electronic attack, basically hacking. It's really relevant because at the moment there's a medical centre on the Gold Coast who has had all their client data encrypted by someone overseas. So it's sitting on their hard drive, but they can't get into it and unlock it unless they pay up and pay a ransom to get it back. And again, there's no guarantee once they've paid that they'll actually get that client data back. So that's, you know, a very real dollar cost, not only in the ransom money, but just in reputation and all the lost time and effort that's gone into those client records. So when I'm working with businesses, I find that one of the really biggest weaknesses is password management. You know, whether it's written on a sticky note, the same password for a whole heap of different accounts, or it's in a little black book, or everyone knows the password, it's all shared. So I've mentioned it before, and look, I'll probably mention it again in the future, but Lastpass.com is the tool you really want to be looking at using. It's $12 per year for a premium subscription. And what it does, it allows you to have really strong passwords for every different service that you use and keep them all secure. And then remember the one master password to get in, so you're not always scrambling for different passwords. The other really good thing is you can use LastPass to share your passwords with your staff or contractors, so if they need to get into something they can, but in the process of sharing it, they don't actually get the password itself. So when they no longer need access to that, if they move jobs, or if you've got the contract finishes, you can then switch off the access and keep all your data and your platform secure that way. And it is really important, especially if you're handling credit card details of your clients, just as far as fraud goes, or even identity theft. It's something to look at, and it's really so easy to implement in your business. The other thing to look at is cloud services as well, rather than trying to maintain your own hardware and software on site where it gets out of date or you don't update it when you should. Use a cloud service. They've got professional staff who make sure that it's always up to date, the security patches are in place, and the hardware's looked after. It's one less thing you need to worry about as a business owner. So that's the top tips. But talk to a small business technology expert and they'll guide you through different platforms that are out there and save you a lot of money and a lot of time trying to work it out. A lot of people will be happy today. Google has released their Google Maps app for the iPhone and the iPads. So if you remember, the recent upgrade to iOS 6 put the default maps back to the Apple Maps, and there's been a whole heap of problems with those, including a whole heap of people getting lost on their way to Mildura, ending up in the middle of a national park where they've just been blindly following the GPS or the directions on their phone and getting rescued from police. So those people be very glad that they can now use the Google Maps back as a standard app on their iPhone, iPads. Had a question from a cafe shop owner today about their Facebook presence. They haven't created a Facebook page, but they were worried that there was already a page up for them and they couldn't get in and actually access it or claim it for themselves. So I took a look, and what had actually happened is there was a Facebook place created for their business. So someone has probably come along, they stopped at the cafe and actually checked in on their phone, and Facebook's created a map location or a Facebook place for that business. So what they can do is go in and claim that page as a business owner and turn it into a proper Facebook page. And if they've already got one and there's a place out there separate to your main page, same thing, you can go in and claim it as a business owner and you can actually merge them together. And any of the people who are fans or who like the place page will then migrate across to your business page as well. It just saves having multiple branded pages on Facebook. You can combine it all under the one brand. Also helping someone different at the moment with their Facebook Vanity URL. So they tried to do the right thing. They've gone in and set a custom URL for their Facebook page. So instead of being a whole list of numbers after Facebook, they've gone in. But their Facebook page now is www.facebook.com/www.theirbusinessname.com. So it's a combination of their website name and their Facebook name. It's really confusing. So again, if you're looking at trying to tweak your Facebook page, do a Google search for Vanity URL, and you want to set it up as short as you possibly can so it's something you can put on your business cards, and ideally it's going to be facebook.com/your business name. On Tuesday this week I was at a presentation for the council put on by a ticketing company, and what they've done is they created an online platform which allows businesses to go in and sell tickets for their events and does a lot of the background admin. But when we were looking through the platform and how they've got set up, pretty much most of their pages have the same page title. So it didn't matter if it was a Glenn Shorrock event or if it was a Creedence Clearwater Revival cover band. The actual website page, as far as the search engines are concerned, had the same page title in there. So you want to check that on your website, and if it's practical, go through and make sure every single page on your website has a different title tag, and that'll let the search engines know that each page is different and give them more information to work with, and it's going to help you rank for a large number of terms rather than just having that one page title across your whole website. Wordpress 3.5 has just been released, and Wordpress is the software that runs about 17% of the world's websites. So it's hugely supported, and if you're looking to build a website in the near future, you really do want to be building it on the WordPress platform. It's got a lot of advantages and a whole heap of different themes you can put on. And it's probably going to be the website's going to last you for the next 5-7 years without having to change it too much. You can just give it facelifts, and you'll be able to plug in additional functionality as you need it and as you go along. But with this new update, it's going to make uploading photos much easier. There's a new media uploader. They've updated the back end so it supports Retina screens if you've got a high resolution monitor. And it is so easy now to get your content up on your web pages. So if you've got a presentation that you put up through SlideShare, or if you're taking photos on Instagram, or you've got videos on YouTube, you can now just drop in the address for those pictures or slideshows or videos, and WordPress will do the rest. It'll take it in and basically display it on your page so that it looks really beautiful and it's really well done. Okay, along with getting your Vanity URL on Facebook, a lot of other services have the same basically sequence where you can go and choose the username or the address that you get, so whether it's Flickr, YouTube, Pinterest. And what you want to do is, where possible, try and get the same username or the same short website address on each of those different platforms for your business, rather than having a different one on each one. So a really good tool for that is called Noam, and what you can do is plug in the username that you want, and it'll go out and check a whole heap of different services and come back and tell you if that username has been taken on those services or not. So go check that out. Easiest way to get there is go redclifflikes.com/Noam, spelt Knowem. Okay, I'm going to give you some homework this week, and that is to go out and see if you can't get an online customer review. So the best place to try and get it is your Google local listing, but failing that, True Local, Start Local, Word of Mouth, Urban Spoon or TripAdvisor, depending on what sort of industry you're in. But try and go and ask and see if you can't get some customer reviews online, and they're going to be really helpful for converting future customers and bringing in more business. Alright, in the next update, what I'm hoping to do is go through a whole heap of the different considerations and parts that build up the cost of a website. So if you're looking at a website coming up, or if you've got any questions about how much websites cost or what the costs are involved and what you get for it, then leave a comment below this video or wherever you're listening to this, and let me know, and I'll include that in the answers for the next one. Waiting for the crows to finish.